There's a video of an Asian woman is going to speak about, how Asian businesses got into the black communities and what they actually do in the area of our particular wealth, but let's roll the clip.
Yes, this is really important. Asian Americans were redlined from opening businesses in white neighborhoods because white people didn't want Asian Americans operating in their neighborhoods and didn't want Asian Americans profiting off of white people. But because the positionality of Asian Americans is weaponized to oppress black people, Asian Americans were being given loans to open businesses in black communities, even though black people were not able to receive loans to open businesses in their own communities. And as I've said before, as a result of this, black wealth is essentially paid out twice when it goes to Asian American businesses. Once when the individual pays for the goods or services, and then again when the Asian American business owner removes the profit from the community. Because usually people open businesses in their own communities, and this is mutually beneficial, where the business owner is making a livelihood off of providing goods and services to their community. And by being a member of the community, they're contributing and they're investing back into the community. This is an ideal situation, and that is not what happens with Asian American businesses operating in black communities.
So you heard her clearly say that the folks do not want them in their communities. They don't want them there. They want them to go somewhere else because they didn't want the Asian people taking out money out of their community and transferring it to the Asian community.
Asian Americans were redlined from opening businesses in white neighborhoods because white people didn't want Asian Americans operating in their neighborhoods and didn't want Asian Americans profiting off of white people. But because the positionality of Asian Americans is weaponized to oppress black people, Asian Americans were being given loans to open businesses in black communities, even though black people were not able to receive loans to open businesses in their own communities.
So they say, you know what, go over there with black folk. Go over there. We even give you some loans. Go over there. You notice that everybody's in the black community, not only Asians, but Arabs is in the community. East Indians is in the community. Everybody else have businesses all over the black community except black people. But if you go to their communities, like a lot of the Asian communities, they had all their businesses are Asian. You don't go into the Asian community and it's full of black folks running all the businesses in there. Black folks long time ago should have put a stop to that. They just said, no. It should be like white people say, nope, nothing against y'all, but you need to go to your community and set up shop. Over here, we can have our own gas stations. We can have our own donut shops. We can have our own dry cleaner. We can do all that ourselves. We don't need nobody else. There's nothing against you, but we need to circle our money in our community. And other groups, in these same groups, don't even have respect for black people. Don't even say, you know what, man, it wouldn't be for black people, man. My family wouldn't be eating. These same people will come in your neighborhood and follow you around the store and tell you to hurry up and buy. That's how cold it is. It's not even like they have respect for you, have a kinship for you, or none of that. If black folks want to change that, they would have to say, you know what, we're not shopping with them no more. We're only shopping with people from our community. That's it. And then once they lose business and once they go out of business, then black people go and take those particular businesses, those shops and all of that and open up. And then the community go back over there and start shopping and doing everything again. But that's what other communities do. Our community, no, we let everybody come in our community. We don't care, and if black people start telling you we need to shop in our own community, we need to do different things to benefit ourselves, then here come the minority diversity black folk come in talking about, no, that's not right. We shouldn't do that, but go to their community. Not a single black person own a thing. But it's not right for you to say that about your own. How is it not right to say that about your own, but it's right for them to do it?
And as I've said before, as a result of this, black wealth is essentially paid out twice when it goes to Asian American businesses. Once when the individual pays for the goods or services, and then again when the Asian American business owner removes the profit from the community. Because usually people open businesses in their own communities, and this is mutually beneficial, where the business owner is making a livelihood off of providing goods and services to their community. And by being a member of the community, they're contributing and they're investing back into the community.
That's why I don't understand y'all. That's why we stay at the bottom. It's not all the time that white supremacy is keeping us at the bottom. We're assisting white supremacy and keeping us at the bottom by knowing what they're doing, and still, like, once you get this information, the key is what you're gonna do with it. Because just like the law has said, it's not just the truth that sets you free. It's knowing the truth will set you free. And when you know something, you use it, act on it. Now, you get a lot of truth, you get a lot of information, but how many of you act on it? How many of you would say we need to make sure all our businesses in our community look like us? We don't do that, because you always gonna have some off cold black folk. Shoot, man, them people ain't doing me nothing. I'm going over there anyway. I don't care. And we don't set a consequence for them kind of people in the community either. Other communities, they set a consequence for people like that. They clean that up real quick. You're not going to be doing all that. Once again, that's why those communities get further than we get because they have a code of conduct and we have nothing. But let me know what y'all think what this, woman is saying. And I appreciate her saying that. I mean, many of us kind of, knew that already, but some people maybe didn't know this. And probably would take it better coming from her, because you know how it is. If it comes from me, a black man, sometimes you don't want to accept it, but it comes from people outside of me, then you're like, oh my God, she was like the oracle of truth. You know how it is.